Hello and welcome to Ginger Man. I am in my hometown of Rosyth once again. I filmed here last year and I was going to do every 2 years, but things are changing so fast I thought, why not do your hometown every year and watch the changes, and then maybe in 10 years I'll put a collaboration video together. So I start in where I finished off last year in my favourite woods, the Orchardhead Woods, aka known locally as the Bluebell Woods. There's no bluebells right now because it's autumn. That doesn't matter. Rosyth, show me what you got. Peace.
I'll turn on the camera, test my microphone, I'm firing up the podcast, sound waves coming to your home. Ginger Man with a can is here to make your day. Ginger Man with a can would like to hear you say today.
There we go. A beautiful autumn's day. Now you'll remember these woods from when I camped in here on my recent stealth camp at the start of the summer, when there was bluebells here. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It was a banging episode. I had some wine and minstrels. But that aside, I've got quite a few things on the agenda today. We need to look at things that have happened in Rosyth in the last year. I've got to go check up on the progress of the school, and it is my time for my MOT, so I've got to take the Burtmobile into Burt's and we'll go see Burt. And if you go back and watch last year's one, I didn't even know who Burt was. I just walked past Burt's in the episode and was like, oh look, there's a new garage there. He got in touch with me and now we're best pals. I love Burt, what a guy. And Lindsay, don't forget about Lindsay, his wife. Both of them work there together. What a team, what an operation. We'll see that soon. So this is the Rosyth Ducat, which again, in previous episodes I've gone over history of Rosyth. I've done an episode on the changes. My first episode was in Rosyth, so I do have a nice back catalogue. And of course we've got the castle over there. Merv's Plastic Supplies, there you go. Find it in Rosyth. Got everything here. I feel like this has just recently been cleared, this space. It looks different. I feel like they're going to build something here. Something will be built here. Watch this space for next year. There we go. Look at this bit with the leaves now. It's like blink and you miss it though, with the colours of autumn. It happens so fast, I feel. Like it is a slow process, but when you really start to notice the beautiful change in the colour, blink and it's winter. One of the things I've not really spoke about too much, or really much on Ginger Man, is when I started filming this, my stepdad was kind of diagnosed with dementia, so me and my mum together have kind of cared for him at home the whole time. Literally the whole time I've been filming, it seems to have corresponded with me doing Ginger Man and his diagnosis with dementia. I mean, he'd had it a bit longer, but COVID kicked in and then it pushed back the diagnosis times, etc. But anyway, my point is, just in the last week or so, he can no longer stay at home. His dementia's got much worse, so he's currently in hospital right now, awaiting a place in a care home. So it's been a tough time, a real tough time, and it's not often I share anything personal on my Ginger Man thing, but it's like the lack of consistency with uploading, especially more recently, has, you know, corresponded with the needs of his care and stuff becoming more. But anyway, that's where we're at. Millennium Avenue, which tells me that this place was sold by the dockyard to probably the local council or something for businesses. We're right at the entrance to the dockyard, but I'm not going to go in. There's a nice wee slip road up here. This is my local Chinese, the Phoenix Inn. I like it. So one of the things I spoke about last year when I done Rosyth was the dockyard becoming a free port, and now one of the first things it's been visible, and everyone lives in the dockyard, noticed, is a quick influx of people from the Philippines. But what a great addition to the community. Lovely people, lovely guys, crazy on the karaoke, coming from their flats. It was amazing. I actually quite enjoyed having them around. However, they're still here, lots of them working the dockyard. But what happened in Rosyth is the area they were staying in, and I'll go past it and show you, they were getting targeted abuse from teens, smashing their windows just every night. So they've had to move them on, which for me just makes me feel terribly sad. So it's not a good thing. It's not been a good thing, that. But yeah, it's been interesting to see and, you know, talk to the guys, see them doing their karaoke and have that mix of culture in a place where I grew up, where, you know, there wasn't much diversity. So positives and negatives on that side, especially from the abuse. I don't like that. Nobody likes to see that. So from a political standpoint, they're going to sell a free port as a good thing. The benefits are meant to be, you know, more businesses, more jobs, more wealth to the areas, etc. However, I don't think we've seen any of that so far. Actually, what I think we've seen is a regression in the standards of the local area in terms of vandalism, litter, all of these things, which obviously comes with more people, and just a certain apathy in the area towards respect. And you can feel that when you talk to people, and that's my own personal experience. Some people might have different experiences, but that's kind of where I believe it's at. So in terms of the free port so far, I've seen no benefits at all from a person who lives here perspective. Now, if we keep walking up here, we're going to see the progress on the new school. And this could be another controversial addition to the local area, because it's going to cause more traffic, etc. And when you hear about things getting built like that, you think that's so far away that that's been built that it does not impact me right now. So most of all, out of sight, out of mind, I don't care. But when you see it, how close it is to completion now, you think, holy bejesus, there's going to be a lot more traffic here in the morning than there already is. So, interesting. We'll see how it's all going to plan out and play out. Do you know something? I just noticed something new. There's that sign over there that says now open. I don't know what it is though, I'm curious. I'm hoping it's just like a convenience shop. I hope it's not a vape shop. It's now open. Got a toffee crisp. There we go, there's a new shop in the dockyard. See, things are always changing. I didn't know that was there. That used to be an RS McCall many years ago now. And then it's just been shut for ages. That's a handy little shop, and it's a brilliant location for a shop. The Morrisons will be raging because we're stealing all their customers. Morrisons have had the market to themselves here for ages now. I love this wee bit of road up here. You know what, right, back in the day you just walk past folk and you'd always just be at, alright pal. You know, nowadays people walk around with earbuds and headphones in quite a lot, and there was a guy there with headphones in, and I was like, I'm going to try it, and I was like, alright mate. No, I didn't hear a thing, just kept walking. I was like, that's alright, I'm alright, I done my bit. Only potty mouth lorries are allowed up this road. Now here we go. It's coming up. Look how much this area has changed in 1 year. Now, can I go along this bit, or am I not allowed in here? This whole field was a dog walking field but a couple of years ago where I would take Angus. What a difference a year makes. It's not just an empty shell now. So this is maybe the point where you go back and you go, oh, I wonder what it looked like last year. You just go click on my Rosyth video, bang on last year ago, bang on last year ago, and you'll see the difference. So good on them, BAM. They've got their BAM flags. It's a funny name for your building company, BAM. It's a one-off Fife Coastal Path BAM sign. I want it. Look at this. The clouds making it look like a big moody building. This is the thing with modern architecture. They're practical over prettiness. Practical over pretty. They never look. You look at them and you think, certain angles just looks a bit too square and whatnot. Who am I? I'm not an architect. I don't know shit. Look at those mad clouds hanging over us. It's such a nice warm day too. Better get the drone up soon. It's funny that because last year's episode was sunshine into rain, and this year's one looks like it might go sunshine into rain. That's all good. Now, I've seen on the sign, opening summer 26, so that means by a year's time that school will be open. Wow. I'm trying to find a nice wee drone spot. Shouldn't be too hard. So they've started expanding a housing scheme down there as well. Last year it was kind of starting to expand itself. This year it's moved further afield, but we'll get down to that. I've got to get the drone up and then I've got to go and get the van in for Burt. I told him I'd be there today at some point and he'll be wondering where I am. Oh aye. There's a snack van, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what it serves, but I'm hungry. I need something to go with my toffee crisp. So I know where I'm going to fly the drone from. I have a wee spot that I know is perfect, but I'm hungry and all. So there's a wee snack van here. I'm going to sample its delights. There we go. Look at that. It's got a burger van called Delicious Burger Van. I don't know. I think it is. Then it she knows. So aye, now I need to go and eat it. Eat that and my toffee crisp from the new shop. I've never tried that place before, and I don't like going places and being like, oh, I'm Ginger Man, I'm filming this. I just like to just go and get it and walk away. Burgers in the Rosyth, burgers in the Rosyth. There's burgers, there's burgers, there's burgers in the Rosyth. I remember earlier in the year I filmed Patty's Mere. I can see those new houses that we're protesting against, but I don't see any more being built, so maybe they're winning. It doesn't even look like anyone's moved into them still to this day. If you're from the area and you're watching this, put a wee update for me. I'm looking over here, I can see a deer in the field, there's squirrels, I've got a burger. That's the life in Rosyth. This is where I'm going to be flying the drone from, somewhere here. Brancombe this used to be. This was our shortcut up to the football fields up here. Now if that is a log down here, I'm going to sit on it. I think it's more like a chucked away fridge than a log. It's not the best spot, but I've found this little thing to sit on to eat my burger and to fly my drone out the way. If you watch Ginger Man, you'll know I'll always find somewhere to sit and get sorted and comfortable. There's always somewhere, although this is a rubbish thing to sit on because it's soaking through. So I'm good. Whatever happens, I'm having a wet bum, but let's get into this burger. Oh baby, you can give me some crisps with it. Oh, this looks good. This looks real good. I am going to munch into this burger, right? I'm munching into this burger, who I want to thank my patrons for, because without you I wouldn't be buying burgers from street vendors with onion on my finger. I wouldn't. The sauce is nice. I wouldn't be doing that, so thank you guys. You guys are legends. If you want to be a patron legend, link below. You can also tip me on PayPal, help me out, whatever you want to do. That would be amazing. Thank you guys. Anyway, I'm going to fly the drone, eat my burger, and I'll let you know how it was. Peace. let me tell you, that was delicious. And what was even better about it is it was only a £5. £5 British, definitely 5 ginger thumbs up recommended for that one. Banging. There we go, blue skies have prevailed. Of all the ways I decided to go, I've gone the way where the footpath is closed. But hey, listen, this is a fairly new Sainsbury's. I'm not going in it, but it's fairly new. So last year I was wandering about this area and I couldn't get through, and I don't think I can get through again. This is a whole new area. Just hit a jaggy. Also whilst I'm here, I've had a panic and I can't find my car keys, van keys. So I'm assuming I've left them in my house. They have to be, but now I'm like, I can't wait to get back and check. This footpath's still closed. Remember this guy? I'm going to hide him somewhere here at this bridge. Just in there. There he goes, peeking out. Just sees wee eye. There he is. Actually, that's too obvious. Someone might see that. There he is. He's in there somewhere, hiding behind the grass. So these houses will be finished next year. And that road will link up to the top road there, towards the fish factory. See in that corner there, that's how you, back in the day, 20 years ago, that's how you used to cross the burn. In that corner, there's a wee bit you could jump over. Now there's a full road over it. There we are. Oh, they've really cut this path off here. They've even put a gate over the bridge so you can't jump. You're not allowed in. And this is where I used to cross every day to go to school, this wee bit here. But they didn't have a path here, we just had to sludge it across the mud back in the day. And it was always waterlogged. There we go. The old primary school. Back in my day we had this whole field. Maybe the school monitor would be raging at you if you went to the far corner. She'd be like, get back here now. I was at this bit here in the centre. Goalposts for jumpers, wait. Jumpers for goalposts. They stayed firm with this rule. They must have had an incident with folk bringing dogs in the morning. And thus, the incident has led to various signs saying no dogs at school, which is a shame because dogs are the best. When I was at school, King's Road had a different primary school building there. It was a big old fancy building. It was less fancy, more big and old, but it was there. And I'm going to just pluck a date out of my head. 2001, someone burnt it down, so they had to build a new school. So I'd say it's the new school. It's less new anymore. It's probably been there about, well, if it got burnt down in 2001, it's been there for over 20 years now. So the recycle allotments in here. I need to get myself a space one day. Hello. This bit of road I'm walking up now is beautiful in autumn. There's like a lovely scattering of leaves on the road. Although I think it's had its best day already. There was a day where it's just perfectly covered. It's kind of looking a bit bald now. This bit here, Dockyard Digs, for a good wee while. This is where the karaoke singing Filipinos were all living. Nice easy access to the dockyards. They go down on their bikes, and this place just felt a bit vibrant for a while. There was singing in there and it was happy. But as I said, sadly, targeted abuse from youths, smashing windows. Some of them were hit with stones, so And I spoke to someone who works in there, and they've had to disperse them around and separate them out, which is an absolute shame. I know it feels like a separate community now and they've had to gate it, but before I was walking my dog through there chatting to them, and you know what, real pleasant guys, so real shame, real shame. There's another new addition to the area. Was once a church, is now the School of Music. I love music, so actually I've not really heard music coming out of it yet, but it would be cool if they had speakers maybe on the outside one day and just hear people singing and playing the piano, or just nice sounds coming out of it. So I like this place. It's got a nice, it's always had a nice wee garden, well kept, and aye. I've never been so happy to see these in my life. Oh dear, Angus, what's this? You happy? Spencer, come and see. My sister's in New York with my niece, so we've got Spencer. Hello. Hello. Angus. They've missed me. Right, I gotta go and put my van in for an MOT. Boys, but I'll be back. I like how it says polite notice. That's a polite notice you've got there yourself, Burt. Yeah, I'm going to go in. I'm pretty comfortable going into Burt's. It's like a family place. I've even had my dog in here. He was drinking the water. Yeah, Burt's reception. Let's see what sort of reception I'm going to get, good or bad. They're busy. For you.
Thanks very much.
Hiya, how you doing?
Not bad. Yeah.
Show me around to see what's new.
Again.
Aye, but it's been a while.
Step into my abode.
This is Brian, but you just call him Burt because it's on the it's everywhere. Burt. So, what are you saying? What's new?
Yeah,
what's
got me off.
I just keep filming.
Year and 3 months, year and 4 months been gone.
Amazing.
Good. Busy.
Busy? Yeah, you will be.
Plenty of customers now.
Amazing.
Starting to build a decent customer base. Works, I'm going to say, more. What's the word I'm looking for here?
I don't know. Where is it? Works more enjoyable?
Challenging.
Challenging
Is the word. Challenging than what I expected it to be. As I told you back in a year ago, that we based everything on basic servicing, probably changing tyres, but since then we've had engine changes, clutches, timing change, timing belts, filling and strip downs. We've done it all.
Nice.
So,
will you be stripping down today?
No. I'll be keeping the clothes on.
Nice.
Unfortunately.
I like these overalls.
Yep. These are my dirty overalls. These are the ones I use when I'm going to get dirty.
What are you getting dirty on?
Sirocco,
classic.
Well, to be fair, I was doing a job earlier on that involved rolling about the floor, but that's a story for another day. So,
that's a story for patrons only.
Yep, a lot of groundwork's getting done now. It's only taken us a year and a bit, but finally we're getting a bit of movement on the groundworks. It wasn't really helping us. A lot of customers were giving us a feedback that one, they didn't know we were here, and two, that the place didn't look that respectable from the outside. Obviously once they stepped in the door, that changed their mind as to how the garage was. As you can see, the reception's pretty decent. It's pretty welcoming.
Also, I filmed the drive-in and it is much nicer. You got the trees. It's a nice wee bit, and it's been kept nice around this area here.
Yeah.
And a lot of what I'm doing today is looking at the Freeport situation and what changes have happened in the last year. And there have been a few, some negative, some positive. But your business being here is a massive positive for the area.
Definitely. I mean, the place that it's standing at the now, I mean, for me, it's a wee gold mine. you've got the dockyard, you've got other businesses round about, so that's where we based on coming here. It was because we did have a lot of places round about that we thought we'd get a lot of customers from, which we have. As I said, it was just the groundworks on the outside that were kind of stopping us a wee bit for getting that customer base. But as I say, we're getting movement now, so tarmacking, hopefully get rid of the fences and that shortly.
That's a mountain range in Scotland, Tarmacking.
Tarmacking.
The reason I've been able to keep filming this year is because this man here, Burt, so this is it, a big thank you to this guy, legend, great mechanic, and he gets it done properly. He's like, he's writing about it. He knows what he's talking about. He's a car nerd.
Man of many names.
Ah, you're a man of many names. He's a car nerd at heart. Right, look at this teamwork. Oh, look at that. You press the button and we're out.
After you, sir.
Can we fist pump it? Yeah, for the teamwork. After me.
Just fist bump.
Just fist pumping. That's all. There's Lindsay, she's shy. So, whoop. What's that step? That's a hazard. You should put a sign there that says watch the step. She's on the film. What's her name? Right, see you later. Cheers, guys. Cheers.
It's like a kids' programme.
It is like a kids' programme. It's a family programme. She's like, guys, hey, best garage in Fife. Actually, best garage in the east of Scotland. Burt's. What a friendly place. I always have a laugh in there. We always put the world to right. We kept chatting and then I always put him off his work, and he's very busy. What I realised being pals with Brian, is that what a tough job it is being a mechanic, because folk bring in a car and your car's your life, so there's pressure already, and then when you open up a car, sometimes you've got to like pull out the entire engine to get to a problem, and then maybe there's another problem there, and then people, you know, it's not cheap to fix a car, so it's a very stressful, very complex job, I think. If you've, you know, you really need to know your stuff about cars to be owning and running a garage, and he does, because he always gets the job done. So what a guy, top guy. This is new. This is a Mulranny storage. This was just a car park once. It's now a storage place. Store anything, you can store it in Rosyth here, opposite Burt's and the gym. There's a gym in there, Goliath Gym. I'm not one for gyms. I've joined gyms in the past, but I know for me they're too busy and sweaty. Like, they smell sweaty. As much as they try to clean the gym, they constantly smell sweaty and cheesy. So it's just not my sort of vibe. There we go. Just behind that. Hide it. A bit of a breath there. So now I am without vehicle and I need to go to the chemist, so I thought I'll have a wee walk to the chemist, which is a part of Rosyth I've not been to today, so that makes sense for a full circle trip, and I'll go in a direction I've not been in. So that leads me to this big farmer's field, which I'd say is the biggest farmer's field left in Rosyth. But this whole area, my Uncle Gerald says, before they built the dockyard houses, was all farmers' fields. It was all farmers' fields. But the good thing up here is there's a broad view of the Ochils. You can actually see the bit where it goes in at Alva, where I hid my treasure box. And well done to the father and his two daughters who found the treasure. They got up the next day and went and found it. Amazing. I was so happy that it was someone with their kids. What a treat. And it's the October holidays. I didn't even think about that. It was the perfect time to do it, but so be it, it was. So I'll put the picture in now. There's their picture, and they made a vlog about it, so I'm going to add the link below. Go check it out, please. Go and click on watch the video. It'll make you so happy. What a happy video this is. Amazing. It was all worth it. Thank you guys for going to find it, and I'm sorry to anyone else who went looking for it and didn't get the treasure, but you know, I'm going to make more treasure boxes up. I think my next one will be at Christmas. I'm going to do a Christmas treasure hunt episode somewhere around Fife. This is one of my favourite spots in Rosyth because you can see right over the Forth. the bridges, it's lovely. Look right on top of the dockyard. It's just a really nice spot, and there's a little spooky feel up here. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's a bit spooky. I wouldn't mind staying up here, it's kind of secluded. It's been a pleasant walk so far. I've put the miles in today, like, with steps. You've got the Ochils, you look over at Fife, and in the distance you can see Dunfermline Abbey from here. I just love points where you just have these amazing views and you can see for miles and miles. So it's a 40-minute drive into the Ochils from here. So this bit we're coming into now is the original Rosyth, right along here, Queensferry Road, Park Road. This is where it all kind of grew out of originally as a town. It's Mark Feeney from episodes such as the Five Pilgrims Way and West.
No Bruno though.
Where's Bruno?
Bruno's in the house.
Doing a bit of shopping? Nice.
Battenberg.
I'm bumping into everyone on this episode.
Classic. Classic,
Yes.
bro.
It's good seeing you.
You too, brother?
There we go, but went into the shop because I'm in the hometown. You bump into a familiar face. Mark Feeney's not been in an episode in a long time. We came along in a section of the Pilgrims Way and West Lomond episode. That was a classic. And he's been in the Foss episodes as well, so if you're a long time Ginger Man fan, you'll recognise his face. Right, let's get to where it all began, with the first episode. Also, that Taste India smells amazing. Good Indian. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, I pressed the button so much. The Rosyth Crossroads, we've got shops, a chemist, and these shops have all changed in recent years. This used to be a pizza place not so long ago. It's now a pet supply shop. The chemist was a convenience shop, I guess. So that's some sort of semi-recent changes, but not too recent. Potentially the most graffitied sign in Rosyth. Maybe get a new sign, but they maybe just graffiti that one too. But this is a fairly newish park in the last decade. It's getting a bit worn in now. It's got the skate park, it's got a big park, it's got a cage with basketball, it's got a flying fox, it's got everything, it's got a pond. And if you want to go back to the very first Ginger Man episode, scroll back, go onto YouTube, hit videos, scroll all the way back, you can go to the first episode and you can see some of my shaky hand footage where I decided that I was going to come out and do this. And this is where it all began. I always like coming back here in these episodes. I think you get that sort of feeling of nostalgia because things have changed so quickly, and since 2020, well, I feel like it has. The world's changed quickly. Maybe we've all changed, or maybe we haven't changed and our stance of perception has just changed. I don't know. 2016, celebrating Rosyth's centenary. Next year, 110 years celebration. Is there anything for 110 years? We've got a skate park. I think I'm going to finish off in the woods where it all started. I was just trying to think what was going through my head the moment I was filming, walking these very steps. As a pair of literal skiddy breeks. Disgusting. That's left a dirty taste in my mouth seeing that. Right, there's usually a nice log to sit on in here, but I'm going to sit on this stone. Here it is. This is where I done my first Ginger Man video in here. Coming in here, seeing the mess, and of all the rubbish because it was crazy rubbish, and I was like, I'm going home, I'm getting on my phone and I'm going to film something that leads me to tidying up in here and talking about Rosyth, and that's just what happened. Somehow I'm here 5 years later still filming. I think this is a perfect time to end the episode. I wish I'd kept one of my ginger man faces to hide in here as well, but not to worry. I remember back in the day I originally had wee badges as well. I had one in here one time, but they're long gone. Anyway, Rosyth, my hometown. I don't know if I'll live here forever, but I've lived here for a long time, over 20 years now, maybe. Yeah, 25 years. We'll say 25 years I've lived in Rosyth. I had a wee spell in other places, but let's just say it's not been a straight 25 years. But anyway, I've been here 25 years, and I have watched it change in that time, from a wee gran who lived here in the early days of Rosyth, when it felt more like a village, I guess, to today where it's building up into quite a large town. It's next to Dunfermline, which is a big city. We're right next to Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland, so it is a changing place and a prime location, but it's my home and I love it. Ugly or beautiful, it's just Rosyth as it is. It's no utopia, it's no a shite hole, it's Rosyth. Peace.
Ginger man with a can is here to make your day. Ginger man.